Well, that was nice. I just got coffee, and the lady in the coffee shop was in such a good mood. Probably the happiest person I've seen. She was like, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "The United States." And she said, "Oh, you have a very cool look." I was like, "Yeah." Kava. Something smells bad. It's not that early. It's like not even 9 yet. I think it's 8 something. 8:45, but that's early here. Everybody's hungover and sleeping, I'm sure. It's a very late culture. Everyone's out partying and eating and stuff at nighttime, so right now is like a great time to go out and walk around and enjoy the parks and enjoy the beach without tons of people out and about. Perfect for me. This is how I've been enjoying my mornings. I get up, I have a little tea and like let myself come into my senses before I leave the Airbnb. And then I just walk to the shore and grab a coffee, go for a walk, just kind of like get some steps in, you know? It's beautiful, it's, you know, quiet and cooler out. And yeah, then I go sit and I go chill. So I'm just kind of going for a walk. I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna go yet, but I got the coffee, that's the important step. And I got my ass out of bed. That's the other important step. Every so often there are these lawn chairs here just sort of facing into the sea, and they don't ever really look that appealing because usually all of these places are set up with all their little electric pleasure vehicles and loud music bumping. So you never really want to just sit there because it's going to be annoying. But no one's here right now, so I think this is my one shot to enjoy this lounger for a little bit. So I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm just gonna sit for a second. Just watch this lady walking her dog, and her dog shit on the beach. And instead of, you know, picking the shit up, she pulls out a brush and starts grooming her dog. She was, I think she took like a wet wipe out and first wiped the dog's butt down and then started brushing the dog, but never picked up the shit. I mean, it seems legit. You should totally let your kids ride that. One good thing about the boulevard is you can walk along it in the sun or in the shade. You got like this tree line over here, so you can, you know, avoid the sun if you're starting to get a little cooked, which I might do that on the way back. Got quite a bit of sun yesterday. I should probably chill on the sun intake today. Yeah, I'm guessing this place is gonna blow up in the coming years. Tons of apartments being built. Yeah, it's gonna become quite the destination. I don't think there are very many places like this left in Europe. You know, like prime spots that haven't been fully developed yet, and you know, where the prices haven't completely surged like crazy. Especially like resort sort of beachy areas, things like that. This real estate investor dude that I'm editing videos for, he keeps calling it Europe's last charm. Like this is your last chance to invest in a place in Europe before it just blows the fuck up. So those places are dwindling apparently. It's not like I can do anything about it. What am I gonna do, invest a whole like 5 lari into a little pebble by the beach? I wonder how many of those apartments are already bought and paid for. I'd rather live there though, man. That place looks cool. Even though it's totally in the shadow of this place now. Such is life. Those with the money and the power control the sun. Bastards. Should we do a little beachy walk? Go down to the shore and walk along the pebbly shoreline. It's actually kind of nice. There are some benefits to a rocky, pebbly beach. One is you don't get sand in your crack. That's pretty nice. And it's not as uncomfortable as you may think. especially when you get to the smaller pebbles. You know, you just kind of wiggle yourself in there and it feels kind of nice. Even the rocks, you know, they're flatter. It's not like pointy ass rocks. And when you get out of the water, you don't have to worry about like sand between your toes. You just dry off on the rocks. Also, when the waves splash against the rocks, it's a very different sound than when it's hitting sand. It's really nice. It's like babbling brook times like a million times a million. That many millions. 100 million millions. You can rent a beach chair for some amount of money, I don't know. But in what world, in what reality is sitting on hard, rigid plastic more comfortable than rocks that can move and contort to your body's, you know, natural contours? Yeah, it seems counterintuitive, but yeah, when you get closer to the water and the pebbles are like, they're smaller, you know, you're not on these big flat stones, you're on smaller pebbles, and it's actually kind of comfortable. But like hard plastic, you got your like tailbone just digging into that, and yeah, I hate those chairs. They're not comfortable. They're never comfortable. They're never worth it. Nature didn't intend us to lounge on plastic chairs. Nature intended us to be so dang tough that we could lay on rocks and be like, no way, man, this is way more comfortable. You kidding me? Rocks. Any day. I take it back. These ones look kind of comfortable because they got like a mesh sort of situation going on. Yeah, you should probably rent one of these instead. These are going to be way better than the rocks. And these ones recline and have cushions. Where are we? We're in the freaking Hamptons or something? I don't know about you guys, but this building, I mean, way cooler looking than whatever this is going to become. Like this building greater than this building or that building or those things. Like that looks rad. Let's go take a look. Now I'm like really watching where I step now that I know the Georgians just let their dogs like free shit everywhere all over the beach and don't pick it up. Disgusting. Just some rusty metal, no reason to be alarmed. Yeah. I'll admit, it's easy to be a little negative and talk crap about things because it's funny. But one thing that this beach has going for itself, of the many things it has, compared to Ureki, is this shower, man. You find these showers up and down the beach, and you don't have to pay for them. You can just rinse yourself off. Rinse that black seawater off of yourself, which I've read is less salty than the Pacific, and has more other minerals like magnesium. Fun stuff. Yes. All I want to do these last days here is sit on the beach and eat the fruit. There's such good fruit here. I have to cut myself off. It's so cheap and it's so good. Afuera. If you know, you know. You know. Yeah, dude, this place is rad looking. I walked by the other day, but I didn't really stop and take it in. What a beautiful building. I see another coffee shop over there, and I'm kind of tempted to just get super caffeinated today. I should probably be somewhat responsible and have water and food before I have more coffee. Another co-working space. I miss the hub. That was a nice retreat. I miss its fast, reliable internet and free coffee. Plus I had a little nook. Oh man, my little nook was awesome. There was one time both of those little nooks were taken and I had to go sit on the desks amongst everybody else in the sunlight. It was all right too. But I like my nook, man. I found a buffet. It's probably not like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it's a buffet. I might have to come back sometime. I would love to find an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'd eat it all. I'm still walking around that cool-looking building, and there's some neat businesses here. There's like cocktail bar. It looks pretty trendy and sweet. You got your barber shop. Some little, I'm assuming, film production place. This guy, I see that Georgia has reached this stage of civilization. That's sad. Oh man, there's a little pie shop here. It's all family friendly pie shop. Chill in the shade of this building and snack on some pies. That'd be cool. The accessibility ramps I've seen here in Georgia, they just kill me. It's like the biggest middle finger to anybody in a wheelchair. Still walking around the perimeter of this giant cool building, and I found a place where you can get the ugliest looking footwear you've ever seen. Yeah, check it out. What is that? What are these? I wish I could get inside the like courtyard area of this building, but I'm sure you have to be a resident. It's locked up pretty tight. If I could just get in there. It's so cool. What else is in there? Hookah seems to be like a pretty big thing here. I wonder if it's the Georgians who are super into hookah or if they're catering to tourists. Ooh, exotic. 3D tea. Oh man, I've been drinking 2D this whole time. All right, I have a problem with this. All right, so that says that there's no pedestrian traffic on the bicycle path. So here's the bicycle path and everyone rips on their electric scooters, and then there's the pedestrian path. But the scooters and the bikes still ride on the pedestrian path, so it's like, what the hell, man? Drinking on the job, huh? Yeah, I dig that building. If there was a tour of that building, I would go on that tour. It's just like walking into people's homes. What gives? Beer everywhere, as far as the eye can see. I've been drinking a lot less since I've been here. And it's kind of nice. For one, save me some money. For two, when I do have a beer, man, it hits. It's a treat. I miss having a low tolerance. It's nice having just like one beer and being like, I'm done. It also requires me to be a little more creative with how I spend my time. Because in the past, it was just so easy to be like, well, I got nothing to do. I'm just gonna go to the pub and get a pint. But now I have to actually like be creative or something. Oh, entry is free. I guarantee they imported this sand. Cool though. Yeah. If you want to come watch some, what do we got going on here? This isn't volleyball, is it? It's like beach soccer. Is that what's going on? Just a bunch of dudes palling around in the locker room together. What's wrong with that? Just playing a little grab ass, you know, little sack slap, you know, I'm sure. It's all good fun. Good, totally male, heterosexual fun. I'm basically just killing time, trying to keep myself away from the Airbnb as long as possible because all I want to do is make a giant fruit and yogurt parfait and another cup of coffee and just dig into that sweet, delicious fruit, which sounds pretty good. So I might just, you know, it's been an hour and a half walking around. I can go back. It's fine. I need a shave. Look like trash. Well, this has been Kurt's morning walk extravaganza. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you learned something new today, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. Tell me what it is you learned today. All right, catch you later.